Friends in Recovery, the Addiction Recovery Podcast, is brought to you by the Friends in Recovery community, a thriving network of individuals who are fighting back against the stigma of addiction. Join our hosts as they speak up about the real issues of addiction, treatment, and recovery. Friends in Recovery, the Addiction Recovery Podcast, is available on Facebook, Podbean, iTunes, and YouTube 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, here are your Friends in Recovery.
Hello and welcome to the Friends in Recovery Podcast. I'm Jersey Ed, your host, along with my two co-hosts today, Buckeye Bambi and Dan today. He's just Dan today. So we're gonna come up with some kind of nickname for him. But in the meantime, let me just see if this will work. I have some whatchamacallits. No, I don't. I thought I had some. Anyways, I'm getting some technical difficulties here, but I have some sound effects. If they do work, I will drop them in when necessary. And I was going to clap. I was having everybody clap, but that's okay. So, Bambi, where have you been? We missed you like 10 years without you being on the show, and it's I've been getting emails saying get rid of Ed and bring Bambi back. It's just been crazy.
My group of followers,
what's been going
Ed,
on? I know.
Let me tell you, never say never, right? Because I said when we finally got moved to Florida, I will never step foot back in Ohio in the winter ever again. No. Yes,
really?
But my daughter is staying with us for a while, so we drove up to Ohio. We picked her up, and it was, for me, a blessing because I got to spend Christmas with my baby girl. So that was wonderful. And then last week, this damn COVID. Oh, my God. I got hit so hard with it. And
we thought we were going to have you last week, Bambi.
I know, and I woke up and I had no voice at all. I couldn't even do my own meeting, which I don't.
Oh my God!
I don't like to miss my meeting, but I'm like,
I know. I was on there looking for you, and then there was you weren't there. So
it's bad. I'm telling you, y'all stay healthy. Get your boosters if you believe in that. Do whatever. Take some echinacea. Right. I don't know, but it's a rough one. So.
Dan, we didn't miss you because you've been on the show the last couple weeks, anyways, right?
Yeah, I feel like consistency is key for me.
It is for me too, normally.
That's right.
But
I just wing it.
Listen, Bambi still, she gave me that sickness through telepathy.
That's right.
Teleportation.
That's right. Through the meetings, through Zoom, she gave everybody the call.
Okay, so now all of our listeners have just logged off because they think I'm
yes, she's making everybody sick. That's all three listeners, guys, not just one, three. Give us a little credit here. So, but welcome back, Bambi, and we're happy that everything is okay and everything has been good or getting better in your life. And, I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason, on your end, on our end, on everybody's end. And, it sucks waiting to know what the reason is.
Absolutely.
Right. And, but we get through it. So I don't see Beth here today. So I'm guessing Beth is not going to be on. Right?
I assume that at this point.
Maybe. Okay. I think Beth is locked away in a submarine somewhere because we did not hear from her. And I think she's on some COVID mission that Joe Biden sent her on. I don't know. I just made that up. Anyways, we're searching for a topic here, guys. This is bad. So anyways, but welcome to the show, everybody. Oh, Jill is not with us either today. Jill is sick also. So maybe Beth is sick.
We've got Jimmy and Tanya watching us. So big shout
Jimmy
out
and Tanya,
to
hello, Facebook Live, guys. Hello. Let's see. So if you want to get a hold of us and on the podcast hotline, it's 800-989-6504, and that's non-emergencies only. And leave a message there. And if you want to send us an email, help@friendsinrecoverypodcast.com. Our website, friendsinrecoverycommunity.org. You can get a hold of us there too. And I know Bambi and myself have a personal email here for the show. And Carl, if you'd be so nice to put that up. There you go. And Dan, we will get you one sometime in the near future.
As soon as we figure out his name.
As soon as we figure out your name, yes, we will get you an email address. So anyways, guys, we are Facebook Live, so check us out over there whenever this show comes up or whenever we decide to do a show. It's very sporadically, and, it's the new year, so maybe we can have a New Year's resolution, or maybe we can just start where we are, guys. What do you think?
I like start where you are because,
start where we are.
I'm a New Year's resolution girl, but I understand you don't believe in those, Ed.
Yeah.
Not that I don't believe in them. I don't believe in, first of all, they never work, right? That's number one. I found some statistics that by January 17th, they call it Quitter's Day. So most people quit by January 17th. And then most, on average, New Year's resolutions last 3.74 months. So 3.5 to 3 3/4 of a month. That's how long it lasts. And I know when I was drinking, I'm going to quit on New Year's Day. I'm going to, and then you're so hungover, you want to quit, right? Or you're so fucked up that you want to quit. And then a couple of days go by and you're like, I got this. And then that was it, right? There was nothing, no meat, no nothing to help me propel myself to get to that next level. So that's why I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, especially for us in recovery, right? Because of because of the support we need. We can't just go and just quit on our own. We could, but we know how that gets us, and a lot of us know that we cannot quit on our own because it's a support. That's why I don't do this show by myself, right? Because I need support on all this. Meetings, there's, in the Friends in Recovery meetings, there's standing room only, usually 100, 150, 300 people. So, that's, but start where you are. That's I love that. And I think that was a topic out of Carl's book, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I actually think it was on the 30th of December. So.
Okay. So if you have Carl's book, and if you don't have Carl's book, take a moment and listen to this.
Are you a rebel seeking transformation in your recovery journey? Then 366 fucking days sober is the book for you. 366 daily meditations. This book by the SoberPod Recovery podcast host and professional rebel, Carl, will help guide you towards a new way of thinking and living. Each daily meditation offers a fresh perspective, practical advice, and a healthy dose of Carl's irreverent humor to help you stay sober and embrace the challenges of life without drinking, drugging, or shitting your pants. Whether you're just starting your recovery journey or looking for a daily dose of encouragement and laughs, 366 fucking days sober is the book for you. So, if you're ready to transform your life and become the rebel you were meant to be, get your copy of 366 fucking days sober today. Available today on Amazon.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Get that book. Let's see that book again so they can see what they just heard. There you go. There you go. Go get that book, guys. Anyway, so we're back and we were talking about start where you are. And actually, we were talking about the December 30th. You want to read that, Bambi, or Dan? When you guys want to read that?
I'll read it. All right. Before you begin the journey, you own the journey. Once you have begun, the journey owns you. Old proverb. Start where you are. There is no better time to start than right now. Take stock. Take ownership of the road that you are on. We do not get to pick the cards we are dealt, but we do get to play the hand to the best of our ability. The best way I could play this hand was in the recovery process of the 12 steps. Once I was on this path, it was up to me to see it through, to stay on the beam and apply the knowledge and faith needed to continue. After that, the rest is about letting go and trusting the process. When I am fearful or full of anxiety and think my way will work better, I am often proved wrong. but those are the mistakes I get to and need to learn today. So what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Jump on the fun bus. The reflection, am I trying to manage my own recovery? Am I working my own program? And daily challenge, have you trusted someone other than yourself lately?
Have you trusted some other than yourself lately? That's a tough
It
one, right?
is.
Powerful.
Yeah, it's really powerful and really, that whole reading. And I wrote down no better time than now, right? That's number one. That's the main thing we were talking about. But, and trusting somebody just to say, hey, listen, I need some help. And when they tell you there's no better time to get help than now, I mean, Dan and I, and you too, Bambi, we all hear it all the time. Just do it now, right? Just do it now. And, again, let's back onto the New Year's resolution stuff is what if it's, 4th of July and you're going to wait till January 1st to quit, right? I mean, what can happen in all that time? Think about it. Ultimately you can die. Yeah. You could, cause a lot of havoc between, probably get arrested, all that stuff. But here's the thing, guys, if none of that, if the death doesn't come or whatever, you're going to wreak havoc amongst your personal self. And then that ripples off into the families. So if you wait, I don't believe in it. And I can't tell you how many times I talk to people on the phone. Yeah, I'm just going to, I do want to come in, but I got to get my stuff together. Okay. Well, how long is it going to take you? Probably a month and a half. Really, a month and a half to get your shit together. You don't have any shit to get together, let alone, a month and a half, and I hear that all the time and it just baffles me. So that's why I'm thinking about this New Year's resolution. Like, I don't believe that you should start on January 1st. First of all, if you love yourself enough, is my thinking. If you love yourself enough, you'll take care of yourself immediately, right? And we all three of us know that because we are in recovery and we do take care of ourselves, right? And if the doctor said, "Hey, listen, you need medication," you start taking the medication. If you need whatever, you start, exercise, whatever it is, we would start now. I mean, we don't have to now. I think the problem, guys, is that that everybody thinks that quitting is going to be so hard, and it is hard at the beginning, right? That initial thought of, oh my God, I can't cope without it, right? But it only gets easier as time goes by. But we have to let time go by, right? We can't just say, I'm going to do it, and then, if it's July 4th and you're waiting for January 1st, you wreaked all this havoc, and then you have to start January 1st if that's what you're going to do. Right. And you could have been 5 months deep into it by that time.
But at this point, there's 2 days. So, but,
yes.
Take I like to, I don't know if I ever set a resolution because I'm not sure I'd even make it to the 17 days if I set a clear, definite, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going, buy that gym membership. But more like general, I just want to be healthier this year mentally or physically, or, let's make this the year of getting strong, so maybe not specifics, but just that feeling of it's a fresh new year. Let's make the most out of it. What are some overall goals, that I want to do? So for me this year, last year was a bitch. I mean, y'all know I've been through, this has been a rough year for me, deaths and hospitals and, all of that stuff. And so this year I'm just like, okay, I had that year that was rough. This year I'm going to get strong mentally, physically, do something every day, not, but one thing that's good for me every single day. Whether that's getting up and putting my makeup on, or whether it's doing some meditation or taking a walk or just laying down the whole day and binge watching Yellowstone, I'm going to do something that my mind, body, or soul needs. So I feel like the first of the year is a good time to just decide, maybe not make that decision. Like, I agree, if you're going to stop drinking on the first, come on, that's not what you do.
Yeah.
You stop drinking when you hit your bottom, right? Or you get close to that bottom and you just can't take it anymore. And there's no date involved in that, but I think that it's a good time that everyone else is making actual resolutions, and you can just feel the energy of it and feed off of that for a little bit.
I agree. And Forbes health poll says that the types of goal you set also matter when it comes to success. Researchers in PLOS one suggest action-oriented goals are more likely to result in success after a year than, avoidance, I guess, I'm going to quit drinking or whatever that is. It says, but the beauty of goal setting is that you don't need a ball to drop. Basically, they're telling you to set a goal. Right. It's, and you're exactly it. Just set the goal and not some standard where you have to quit all at once, because you're not going to go to the gym 7 days a week at 5 a.m. every fucking day. You're not, or you're not going to, yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody will. Seriously. I mean, consistently, right? After the 17th, you're gonna scale it down, or after the first week. I mean, realistically, don't set those unrealistic things that you can't reach. That the goals you can't reach. Set a goal. I like what you said. I'm going to eat healthier this year. Yeah. Right. So start planning that out. So eating healthy this year doesn't mean that you're eating grass and seaweed today.
Right. And there's no poundage.
It takes a little bit of change.
I'm going to lose 25 pounds this year. Though I don't think those kind of goals ever work. It's lifestyle changes. So for me, I want to just be better mentally, physically, spiritually than I was last year.
I like that. Better, and that's a great goal. Because you're not held to any standards. You know what you were doing last year versus what you're going to do this year. Nobody's holding you to that, right? Hey, how much weight did you lose, Bambi? Oh, I didn't lose any, not yet, anyways. And spiritually, you can tell that when somebody's mentally, physically, spiritually fit. And you don't have to say, hey, Bambi, have you been going to the gym every day? Hey, Bambi, you look good. You must have been going to the gym, and hey, you sound really good. You must be in a better spot than you were last year. That's where those compliments come in, and we don't beat ourselves up. That's my thoughts anyways. Dan, how about you? What's your thoughts on New Year's resolutions, and do you make them and keep them?
I don't make them at all. I learned a long time ago that if I make one, it's just going to set myself up for disappointment. Mm-hmm. You said something the other week that really resonated where, don't buy a gym membership, walk around the block one time for 5 days straight. And if you can walk around the block 5 times, 5 days in a row, walk around the block 2 times each day for the next 10 days. And if you can do that, try it for 2 months and then buy a gym membership. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. Here's what happened last year. I got that gym membership after New Year's, and the gym is still getting paid. And I still haven't went. So I'm sure they love me because I'm paying somebody's bills. But
you and a whole host of people, let me tell you.
Love New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm. This is their time, man.
But I like what Bambi said, where it's, come up with a resolution where it's be the best version of yourself, continue to help people, do more mindful meditation, eat healthier, come up with ideas that are going to be a broad spectrum of things, not zero in on one special thing like working out or gaining 15 pounds, losing 15 pounds. These are unrealistic goals if you're not somebody who can stick to a regimen.
Well, Dan, it's funny, not funny you said that, but think about this. I'm gonna lose weight this year, right? But that could entail you have to diet, so you have to find a diet. Change it in your lifestyle, maybe the people who you're hanging around with, the places you're going to dinner or lunch, or what you're bringing to work if you bring your lunch to work. And there's a whole bunch of different things. It's not just I'm going to lose weight. So people think that they're just going to lose weight because it's January 1st and the shit's going to fall off. It's not. You have to put the work into it. Yeah, you have to put the work into it. And you're right. That's my thing. If you can't walk around the block 5 days a week, you're not going to go to the gym, guys. Let's face it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're not going to, but it's a good indicator if you can get around the block that 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes at night consistently, then maybe you can take the next step to go to the gym. You know, everything big starts small. That's what I always say. Let's start with the small things. Don't jump into the $100 gym membership and then you forget about it, and then Dan's paying somebody's Cadillac fucking payment. You know,
that's a fact. I am, and they get you because that rolls over. It doesn't just stop. They don't cancel the membership after 2 years.
Dan hasn't come in 6 weeks. We better cancel this membership.
Yeah, we feel bad for him. We want to give him his money back. No, they don't. They don't do that. I mean, that's how it goes, you know. And I think those gym memberships, if I'm not mistaken, you can't you can't break you can break the contract, but you get penalized, or it's usually like a year or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. So,
pay for it,
you know, and if Planet Fitness wants to be our one of our sponsors, we can dig deeper into that if they want to give us a call. But no, or that. Let's talk about that. And even if you do want to get a gym membership, and you don't think that, you know, walking around the block is the answer, go to a gym that you're not locked into a contract, right? I mean, monthly, you know, I mean, you know, that's what recovery is about, guys, is making the right decisions, not the decisions because it has a beautiful pool and all the chicks have fucking, you know, their titties are hanging out and all the guys wear, you know, what do they call those things? Bikini briefs or whatever. What do they call Speedos?
Gym do you go to? I may want to go to that one. I don't
know. That's what I'm talking about. I've never heard of that.
Well, that's the gym in my mind. But when you get there, that is not the gym.
It's not it.
Right?
That's not it.
That's not the gym. But then you leave and you're like, okay, I know today it's going to be that way. And it's never that way. But
if that's what gets you to the gym.
Hey, yeah, that's the other thing too. Absolutely. But, you know, just be, we get into recovery to make the right decisions today, not the wrong decisions, right? And if we do make the wrong decisions, let's learn from them. Like if you got the gym membership last year, if you joined Weight Watchers last year, or you joined something last year that you didn't use, even apps, let's even go with apps, you know, I'm going to meditate every day with the Calm app or the tapping app or this app. And then you forget about it after the first 2 weeks. And then a year later, they're still nailing your card for $150 a year. I mean, you know, you have to just make smarter. I don't have to say you have to. We in recovery have the ability to make smarter decisions now. Let's take it slow. Let's not jump into things like we used to. You know, you want some cocaine? No, I want the whole fucking bag of cocaine. You know, I don't want just a little bit of cocaine. Yeah. You want the bottle of booze? No, I want the whole fucking bar. You know, and that's a decision we were making. And if you're taking these decisions into that part of your life, the healthier part of your life, you're going to fail. Right, you're going to fail just like we did in when we were using. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but Dan, you said we're setting ourselves up to fail to do that, right? So what are some ways, you know, that we can make healthier decisions, guys? What's some of your thoughts on making healthier decisions?
I think a routine. Start your day. For me, I have to start my day with prayer and some, you know, meditation or something to just structure my day to put myself in a right frame of mind to move forward. So I think find a routine that works for you to make you feel positive in your mind to start the day, because we all know that a lot of it is your mental attitude. If you start the day positive, your day's going to, you know, end up more positive. Even in, you know, if you start it grumpy, grouchy, you know what's going to happen. You know, you're going to be a bitch. Someone's going to yell at you, you know. So I think it's important to find a routine that works to put you in the right frame of mind for the day.
And I like that, Bambi, a routine that works, right? Because some routines won't work. You're going to have to try a few out, right? I mean, it's not just, you know, you're not going to jump into a routine and say, yeah, the weight's going to fall off and I'm going to go to the gym every day and, you know, they're going to be Speedos and titties hanging out. It's not going to happen, you know?
Well, and you said, start your day with a glass of water. I don't remember what you said, but, you know, start it with something like fresh, clean from, you know, I mean, do that. And your body feels better. Your mind feels clearer, you know? You have that cup of coffee,
small things.
Start it with
small thing. Yeah, you're right. Start it with, you know, listen, I drink about these things, about 4 of these a day. And in the morning, I drink. The first thing I put in my body is water, and that's actually a good routine to get into. And if you do that, that's the beginning of staying healthy. Again, it's not just signing up for the gym membership, right? It's how much water you're drinking, what kind of food you're eating, what kind of diet you're going to go on. Again, people you're hanging around with, your support system, blah blah blah. It's all that, and Tanya said the more you do it, it'll just become part of your schedule, which is true. But we have to make sure that that habit we're building isn't unrealistic. It's not a goal that we can't manage. Like Bambi said, wake up and do a routine, pray, and then drink a glass of water. If you can do that every day for a week, take the next step. Build the next step. And then Tony says that they're building the habit literally one small step at a time. And that's what it is. So whatever that small step is that you want to do, you just do it. And listen, just because I run all these miles and Bambi, goes to meetings, 90 times a day, and Dan's like a super case management guy at work, that, doesn't mean that we started off this way, guys, right? We did not fucking start off this way. We started stumbling. We started, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Well, what's the benefit for me? There's times that I get out on the road running, I'm like, I don't want to do this. It's not like I get out there and enjoy it all the time. But once I'm out there, it's okay. But here's the payoff. When I get back from a run and it's done, that's the payoff. It's done. I did it. It's an accomplishment, right? But you don't go out and run a marathon the first day you decide to, January 1st. You just don't do that. That's my thoughts anyway. So routines. How about you, Dan? What's some ways that you can kind of?
Well, for me, being in a routine, I've kind of gotten out of a routine here recently. I mean, I have my work routine. I have my, come home routine, my relax and unwind. But I used to have a very regimented routine where I would have like an accountability buddy who I worked out with. And I mean, no matter what, we would every single day between 11 and 1:30, we would work out. And I mean, intensely. And we would switch it up every day. And over the course of 7.5 months, I changed my whole life, my whole body. It was the biggest change of my life. And continuously keeping a routine, no matter what aspect of your life, whether it's you're mentally doing something over and over again and keeping it as a routine. If you continue to do it, you're going to continue to grow. It's like going to school every day. If you keep doing it, you're going to keep learning. That's why we send kids to school from very young, and then you can get a doctorate degree, and you continue to go back and get a master's, get another doctorate. Because you can continue to do these things over and over again, and continue to better yourself. You know.
And I agree with that. And you're right. Let take this like you're a child. Your New Year's resolution or your new you. Somebody said, I forgot who it was. Oh, I know who it was. Somebody I work with. She said, I'm dragging the old me into the new year. I forgot what she said. It was so funny. It's like
she said, "New year, same me."
Yeah. That's it, right? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
New year.
If she was watching this, she would love it.
I know. So, but yeah. New year, same me. But you know what? That kind of rings true. Because the clock hits 12 midnight, because it turns into January 1st, doesn't mean you're changing, guys, right? And a lot of people, I think, have that mindset. Yep, there you go. That mindset that the minute January 1st comes, I'm going to be that new person. And there's nothing wrong with that goal. Nothing wrong with that goal. But it's how high are you setting? What are you going to achieve that first day? I would even suggest maybe just thinking about and planning that first day. If you want to do something, plan that first day out. Like what's going to happen on your first day? Because there's still cookies left over. There's still ice cream in the refrigerator. There's still a pound of peanut brittle. There's still a pound of turkey in the fucking refrigerator with all the gravy and mashed potatoes. What plan do you have to stop eating that day? You know what I mean? And whatever that plan looks like, you have to come up with it. Accountability partner. That's, I love these two things, a routine and an accountability partner. So if you look at AA or our programs, NA or any A, there's a routine. You go to meetings. And what do you have what's an accountability partner?
Sponsor.
There you go. Yeah. Right? And does it work?
Absolutely. It has for me.
There you go. So. Right? Works for me too. And, me too. So we don't decide to do that into our real lives, right? That routine and accountability partner. An accountability partner could be anybody, just, hey, call up and say, hey, Dan, I'm struggling today. I don't want to get off the couch and stop eating bonbons and watching, I don't know, whatever, Mork and Mindy. I don't know.
Mork and Mindy, boy, that's a blast from the past.
I know, right? I was going to say Laverne and Shirley, but I figured I'd 80 myself up a little bit. But, that's, and that's asking for help. And that's really hard for us to do sometimes. And if you set a goal, you're not going to do it by yourself, right? There's goals that like a work goal. Like each one of us, well, Bambi, when you worked, you had work goals. You didn't do it by yourself, right? You had a team to do it, right? When I set the goals, I don't do all the work by myself at work. Each one of us have a little bit of, and same thing with you, Dan. You reach out to people who you need to, you set a goal to do something and you have to reach out to people to ask for their help, right? And we don't realize that, I don't think we realize it. So routine and accountability partner, I think that's two great ways to start the new year, and just have some patience. I think that's the other thing. I think the three top things, grace, patience, just enjoy everything.
There's going to be those days you need to sit on the couch and eat bonbons and watch the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. or we can watch Partridge Family.
Mr.
Exactly.
Sometimes those are important, really.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You have to have those days, but that's where the accountability partner comes in. And if you're on the couch for 4 days in a row, Dan, I've been on the couch for 4 days in a row. What do I do? I'm going to come over and get your ass up and we're going to go for a walk, or I'm going to come over, we're going to go to the gym, or whatever it is, turn on something motivating. There's always something motivating we can listen to that can kind of get us back into those things too. But I love it. So routine, accountability partner, and patience. I think that is perfect to start your New Year's resolution off. And guys, if you're going to get into a New Year's resolution, and a lot of us will set that goal for the first. Just remember routine, accountability partner, and patience. Send us an email. Let us know how you're doing, or give us a call, and let us know how things are working out, because we're not here to put down New Year's resolutions or whatever, but if we compare it to working our programs, it'll work, right? It'll definitely work. If we don't compare it, or at least kind of tailor it to what we do in our recovery life, we're just going to be disappointed. You said it, we're setting up ourselves for failure, right, Dan?
Yep. And I think you hit it on the head, Ed. I mean, this goes along so well with our recovery standards, exactly. Setting any kind of goal for yourself, that's exactly what we do on a daily basis, right? Our goal is 24 hours, we're not going to drink. Not today, maybe tomorrow, but not today. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a routine. You go on a meeting, and if you feel like shit, you call your accountability partner, which is your sponsor. So before we close here, one last thought on the New Year's resolutions. Will you guys set a goal? Will you guys set something? I don't know. What's your thoughts on it, Bambi? What's your, I know you said you were going to
be healthier mentally, physically, spiritually.
Good.
I want to get closer to my higher power. I'm on the countdown. I have 9 days till I hit my 2 years. And
Okay.
I think that I just, it's time to really kick it all into gear, go back through the steps again, because, we never finish, right? Painting the Brooklyn Bridge is what you say, you get to the end, you start over. So,
That's right.
I just want to be a better version of myself. My brother used to tell me all the time, just be better today than you were yesterday. And that's going to be my goal. I just physically, mentally, spiritually, a little bit better.
I love it. Yeah. Better today than you were yesterday. That's an achievable goal. Daily, that's an achievable goal. I mean, you don't have to make it this big. You can make it this big. Love it. I love it. Dan, how about you?
So I'm just going to, for me, I set small goals for myself throughout the year that I'm able to attain that make it, easier for me. I'm not going to set one this year, maybe be better than I was the day before, and I say that at work. So, I share in the daily reflections and they say, what's your goal? It is to be better than I was yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to keep setting my goals throughout the year and keep knocking them down.
Yeah. I love it. And again, it's a theme that's ringing through. Be better than what you were yesterday. And if that's going to the gym, if that's walking around the block, if that's not eating, a bag of chips and only half a bag of chips, that's being better than where you were yesterday, right? We have to look at these things a little differently, let's just be better than what we were yesterday. I do want to say something about Tanya. Tanya says action speaks louder than words. I think we should add a fourth into there, right? Action, right? Because all this stuff is great, routine, accountability partner, and patience. But if we don't have action, we don't apply to any of these, it's not going to work. So we have to take action with it. And that action could be something small, like Bambi and Dan said, just be better than what we were yesterday, And I'm going to go with that too, guys, because I don't want to set myself up for failure. I don't want to set myself up for something that I can't even know that I'm going to accomplish or get to, right? Excuse me. Sorry. And just put it into a routine. That's it. And whatever that routine looks like, I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm going to make sure that I just move the needle 3% the next day. And if I don't, that's okay too. But make sure that I have the backup plan, that action, with the accountability partner, or even write it down, And maybe next week we can talk about, I keep a calendar. I don't know if you guys can see it, that big ass calendar over there. So I keep that calendar to keep me accountable for all my personal achievements, not work, not everything. That's just for me, my personal stuff that I want to achieve for the year. That's another good way to do that too. So I don't know, guys, any last words? You guys okay with everything? New Year's resolutions, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Basically, we just said, fuck New Year's resolutions, right? And start where you are.
Make this year count, everyone. Make this year count.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Make this day count. Absolutely. If we can't even fathom the year, make this day count, because it's all we have. I love it. Thanks, Bambi. Dan, PA Recovery.
Listen, today's a good day to be a good day.
There you go.
Amen.
I love
to
it.
That.
Amen to that. Yeah. And hey, Skylar's on here. What's up, Skylar?
I love me some Skylar.
Skylar used to be a host here on the Friends in Recovery podcast when it was at its infancy. When we had one viewer, now we're up to 3, Skylar.
Maybe she'll come back this year.
Maybe she'll come back and
time or two.
Ed, Ed, do you know what tomorrow is?
I do not.
My birthday.
Oh, is it? Oh, happy birthday, Dan. Wow, this is Dan's birthday show.
Oh, we should have given him a birthday show. We should have done something.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say another day sober, but happy birthday. Everybody, let's wish Dan some happy birthdays here when you listen to this. But what we say here at Friends in Recovery, stay sober, everybody.
This concludes this episode of Friends in Recovery, the Addiction Recovery Podcast. Follow us on Facebook for past shows and updates, and enjoy free access to twice daily support meetings. Friends in Recovery, the Addiction Recovery Podcast, is available on Facebook, Podbean, iTunes, and YouTube 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.